Why are my parents suing me for grandparent rights after I went no contact? I'm 34, have 2 kids, ages 5 and 7. Went no contact with my parents 2 years ago after years of them undermining my parenting. They'd feed my kids candy and soda after I explicitly said no, take them for haircuts without asking, buy them toys I'd said they couldn't have, tell my kids I was being mean when I set rules. I asked them to respect my boundaries. They said I was being controlling, that grandparents are supposed to spoil grandkids. I said spoiling is fine. Undermining me isn't. It got worse. They told my 5-year-old that mommy was wrong about bedtimes, that she could stay up late at grandma's house because grandma's rules are different. My daughter started saying, "Grandma says you're too strict," every time I enforced the rule. The final straw was when they took my son to get his hair cut without permission. I'd been growing it out. They thought it looked too long. Cut it all off. I told them they were done. No more unsupervised visits. They needed to respect me as the parent or they wouldn't see the kids. They said I was being ridiculous, that they'd raised me just fine, that I was being ungrateful. I went no contact, blocked them, told them they couldn't see the kids until they respected my parenting. That was 2 years ago. Last month, I got served with the legal papers. My parents were suing for grandparent visitation rights. Their petition claimed I was denying them a relationship with their grandchildren without cause, that the kids were suffering without their grandparents, that they had a right to see them. I hired a lawyer. She said grandparent rights cases are hard to win, that in our state, grandparents have to prove the parents are unfit or that denying visitation harms the children. My parents couldn't prove either. I'm a good mom. My kids are thriving. The court date arrived. My parents brought their lawyer, presented their case, said they'd always been loving grandparents, that I'd cut them off over minor disagreements. The judge asked me to respond. I brought evidence, text messages of them undermining me, photos of the unauthorized haircut, testimony from my kids' therapist that the children were confused by conflicting rules between me and my parents. I explained that I didn't cut them off over minor disagreements. I cut them off because they refused to respect me as a parent, that they were teaching my kids to disrespect my authority. The judge asked my parents if they'd ever apologized or agreed to follow my rules. They said they shouldn't have to follow my rules, that grandparents have different relationships with grandkids. The judge denied their petition, said grandparent rights don't override parental authority, that I had every right to set boundaries, that my parents' refusal to respect those boundaries justified my decision. My parents were furious. Their lawyer said they could appeal. My lawyer said, let them. They'd lose again. My parents are telling everyone I'm keeping their grandchildren from them, that I'm cruel and vindictive. But I'm not. I'm protecting my kids from people who teach them to disrespect me. If you've ever had to go no contact to protect your kids, hit subscribe. Because being a parent means setting boundaries, even with family. Have your parents ever undermined your parenting? What did you do?